We're on.
All right. So call the meeting to order. Call the meeting to order. So let's approve the agenda since there's really only one item on it, which is working on the development plan.
I'll move to approve the agenda.
All right, seconded. All in favor? All right. 4 people in attendance. I'm assuming we're just going to bypass public comments since there's nobody here from the public to make any comments.
I would say that is a wise decision, Mr. Chair.
And approval of minutes. I make a motion to approve the minutes from our meeting. Was that sure? That wasn't on July 5th.
8th. July 8th.
Okay. There we go. I make a motion to approve the minutes from July 8th.
I hate to second my own minutes. Sally second.
Okay. All in favor?
Agendas. Anyone like an agenda?
I would. Hey.
Sorry, Sally. Linda, would you like an agenda?
Do I not have one?
I don't know.
So, economic development plan. So I did some work on the strengths, opportunities, and weaknesses and liabilities, and I'm just going to pass these out. Some I took from,
Thank you.
took some stuff from the study.
Thanks, Sarah.
Took some stuff from ideas we've thrown around. Some stuff at meetings we've talked about, and also, just through email and stuff, and I just kind of compiled a little list to have a starting place, basically. So, was anybody else able to work on their things that they? I know Sam had some stuff, and he's obviously not here.
Yes, and he's in New York for 2 weeks, and then he was going to forward anything that he had for me. He would forward it so I could bring it to the group. I haven't heard. I emailed Sam today. Did I hear back from him today? I did actually hear back from him today, so I don't have his information.
Okay.
I do have the population growth projections from that Tad's been working on.
Okay.
But I'll hand it out.
Okay.
I was telling the group prior, well, it wasn't really a group at this point, it was I think Linda and John, that I've begun soliciting economic development plans from other communities, just to review that information, looking at the population projections, the student growth projections from the RSU that Planning Decisions has done in the past. They've done a lot of work in this area, so I know a few of the individuals at Planning Decisions fairly well. Hopefully they'll be able to provide us with the information. Most of it's current, most of it's up to date. So I haven't done it yet, but I am in the process of getting mine going. I can give you a million excuses, but I'm not going to do that. I will get mine moving. I can assure you that, and I'll review yours, review Tad's, review any work that anyone has, and we'll move forward on working on this plan. If you all want to see them, like I said, I've only received 2 plans from communities in Maine, but what I'm going to do is compile a list of links for some economic development plans in the state. If you guys want that, I'll be more than happy to share it with you. If you'd rather have paper copies, I'll be more than happy to make paper copies for you. Links are fine. So once I put out an initial call to town managers in Maine. We have a listserv where we all communicate. I got 2 back. So I've got to put that call out there again, and hopefully more people will respond. Or either that, or I'll be digging through websites and trying to find that information. So that's my progress report. I apologize for my being unprepared.
That's a hard copy of some of the stuff that we generated over the last year and a half.
Okay.
May or may not be of any use.
Okay.
That includes some of the demographic information, land inventory, business inventory.
And this is all work you've done, John?
Oh yeah, most of it quite a while ago.
Okay. Beautiful.
Awesome.
May I have this copy?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Would others like a copy? We can copy them at town hall and make them available if you like.
I think everybody else has had an email
I'm
to
pretty
them,
sure
but
All right.
I don't think I included you when I emailed that stuff
some of
out
that
because
stuff
we
in
were
here.
pretty much dealing with chat at that point.
Okay. I guess this is also part of the progress report that I kind of discussed earlier, is that I would like to begin doing 2 meetings a month. If you folks are able to commit to that, the first Tuesday and we do the second Tuesday and the fourth Tuesday. Let's look at our schedules. I can make myself available unless, just like John, I'm going to begin attending the comp plan committee meetings again, and on occasion the planning board meetings. But if we can commit to two nights a month to try to get more work done, to try to get ahead of steam instead of losing all our ground and waiting another whole month, I'd like to do that. You have a commitment for me that I'll be the staff member that will be working with the EDC, because I think this is a very important part of what the EDC was all about, and we need to move on this and get it right. So if you folks are all in favor of that, I would say that beginning in September, we do 2 meetings a month.
I'm good with it.
I can certainly try.
Yep, absolutely, and that's all we can ask.
Yep.
Does the fourth Tuesday pose a problem that anyone's aware of right off the top of your heads?
Not necessarily. But let me look at my calendar specifically for next month.
If I could ask to go on the boards.
Uh-oh.
So it'd be the 9th and 23rd of September.
Gosh, my kid's hiding my calendar.
All right, so September 9th, I have a conflict already.
Okay.
I have a dinner, an auction, realtor dinner. 23rd I can do.
Okay.
I can't do the 23rd, but I'm the least critical person in the group, so I wouldn't say that.
So Ira can't do the 23rd, Sally can't do, Ira can't do the 9th, Sally can't do the 23rd. Can you folks do the 16th? Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go to,
I can.
possibly the 16th and the 30th?
I can't do the 16th.
Okay,
I'm in Camden.
all right.
Well, the
My
first,
September is crazy, by the way.
It sounds like it.
the
Yeah.
second Tuesday is our standard one anyway.
That's
So if
correct.
someone's not to be here, it's just a one-time fluke thing, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
me.
so I
I
mean,
can't
it's-
be here.
So, I mean, it looks like it's gonna have to be, sometimes people aren't gonna be here.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's just the way it is.
That's
yeah.
So just for that 1 week, Ira, could you make it like on the Wednesday or Monday?
I could,
any
yeah, I could.
Flexibility there?
On that first week,
On the 9th.
On the 9th?
yeah, I could do it the 11th,
Does that work for anybody else?
Thursday the 11th.
Thursday, the 11th, right now, looks good for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody can do that?
Okay.
All right, that'd be great. Thank you.
And should we try to set another meeting date for September now, or schedule that at the next meeting when we are closer to people's schedules?
I can do another one now.
So we're just changing that 1 to the 11th.
That's correct. We'll go back on track. Hopefully October, November will get a little easier, and we can do the October, it's the 14th and the 28th.
Will they always be at Weirs? I mean, normally be at Weirs?
Yes.
We'd like to be, does that work for
I
everybody?
like it.
Yep.
Okay. I like it too.
Weirs is weird.
So the 23rd, we were going to try to do the 23rd.
That's the date we were going to try to do. Sally can't make it, but if everybody else can make it, I guess we'll.
I can do the 23rd.
Okay. Linda, can you do the 23rd?
Gotta move something. Oh, I might be back, but
Okay. Well, if you get your moose, you'll be back.
if my son gets his moose, we'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, she here?
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Are you going to help drag it out of the woods? Is that your part of your
Yeah.
responsibility?
I'm the cameraman.
Hmm.
So, for some reason, these always become family events, unless they decide
Have they
that they
gotten
don't
one?
want their mother around anymore.
Have they got one before?
Oh, basically at this point, we've done, I mean, I've gotten 2. My
Oh,
husband-
yourself?
Oh, yeah. Joe got one a couple years back. Julian has not got one, but,
You got it out yourself?
oh, no. Oh, no, no.
Taking butchered.
Well, you gotta got it out in the word.
Hmm?
You got it out right then.
Oh, I guess you do.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do it right then and there. But, and as far as here, you know, it's, even if I'm not here, as long as somebody's here before 6,
Yeah.
before they leave,
Yeah.
you come in, and then you just go out that side door and make sure it's shut behind you, it's locked.
Or we could just change the
Or
location.
whatever works for you, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay, we're scheduling dates for the next
Well-
meeting, Jen.
If it turns out that you can't make it, and Sally definitely can't make it, and I think the chances of Sam being back are slim to non-existent,
We're gonna
we're
run.
not gonna have a quorum anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I see there's no way for me to know.
What about the 30th of September? That's the last, that's the last Tuesday. But at least that would get us some momentum. We're trying to schedule 2 meetings a month just because you don't get enough sleep as it is, Jen.
Yeah, I can do that. As opposed to the 23rd, the
Yep.
30th.
Yeah, that
I
works
can
for
do
you.
that.
And Sally, John,
Works for me.
Linda,
Yeah.
you bear hunting that week or something?
Weasel wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, what? I can't fit the local in here. Wednesday, September 24th.
So the 9th and the 30th?
Yes, please. No, the 11th and 30th, I'm sorry. Thursday, the 11th. Because
I couldn't do the 9th.
tentatively you're okay with that, Jen?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like this. This is
Oh,
This isn't
that's
fancy
beautiful.
no, I mean this time, because
Oh.
I don't have any college help, so the store, oh wait, we'll be going back to 5. I'll be okay. I just have to close up at 6, so that's why.
Oh, all right.
Gotcha.
Well,
But
if
you-
you want us to meet at
No,
6:30?
no, I don't.
You change your hours to 5 in the winter or
Yeah.
off season?
Yeah. It's only an hour, but it's a big deal.
Yeah, 4 hours instead.
Yeah.
instead.
All right, so that's, we can take that off the agenda.
Okay, so I think we've agreed on Thursday, the 11th, and also the 30th, which I guess is a
Yeah.
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's 9/11.
Yes, it is. Remember that day?
Yeah.
I put things on my calendar, like one-word things, and then I don't know what they are.
You too. You
That's
too.
funny.
I am going to forward an email to all of you also on progress report. I'm just reading the minutes from last meeting. I'm going to forward you a list of links of economic development organizations that are in the area that if the group would like to decide on, I know I'm overdoing this as well, but if the group would like to decide on which organizations we'd like to be a member of with the $1,000 that the town appropriated and who would like to be a liaison to that organization, we'll work on that at the next meeting. I'll send it out well in advance of the next meeting so that
Okay.
you can take a look, you can click the link, see what each one does. I'll make a recommendation if you'd like, or I'll let the EDC plug away at it themselves. I think that we could get a wealth of knowledge from other communities and from other economic development councils by joining some of those organizations. So
I'd certainly like your opinion
Yeah.
on the matter when you send the email out.
yeah, I certainly can do that.
Do we have any of the stuff that, well, you said Tad had some projection stuff that you gave there?
Yeah.
What about some of the other stuff he was going to be working on? Did he get a chance to do any of that as far as resources and carrying capacity?
That he's working on now.
Okay.
So he should have that for me for the next meeting. Yep, the market position and all that information should be forthcoming. We've reached out to Southern Maine Regional Planning Council, which were already, Southern Maine Planning and Development Council, they changed their name. And we're awaiting the information. They stockpile all that data, so we're just waiting for them to get back to us with the data, so we can process through that. was Ms. Burrows?
What's up?
Are you looking, I see everybody's assignments, but did you not get anything?
I did
No.
not get one.
Oh, okay.
No,
Congratulations.
she was going crazy and couldn't
I was
take something
honest,
on.
I'm like, no way,
Yeah.
no way.
All right, hey, it's that time of year. Go ahead,
Under
Linda.
weakness,
my
or-
turn?
Go ahead.
Did you want me to? I haven't actually written anything, but I have spoken with some people. That's as far as I got with my assignment.
The funding mechanisms? The funding mechanisms?
The funding mechanisms, I spoke with Denise from the chamber, who
Yeah.
does a lot of this stuff, works with a lot of these different organizations, and said that she would help me write something up and, the different organizations that help with funding and stuff. So she said that, she was more than willing and gracious enough to help. We just both had yet to set an appointment to sit down and do it. So we got that far. The other thing that I did was I reached out to Blake Baldwin from the Kennebunk Economic Development Committee, and he was also very helpful. And recommended I speak with Matthew Eddy, who's the Economic Development Director for the town of Kennebunk. Like us, the town of Kennebunk, they hired an association to do their economic development plan, and then they went in and they rewrote it as we did. But there was much more community involvement than what we're seeking right now, than what we have right now, I should say. They do have a, I guess it's called a public funding. They have a small business, what is it called? They have a revolving loan that they offer, like if someone gets in a pinch and they need help or whatever, it's just a small, so he said that they could help us, establish that. My concern is that, we don't have enough resources and stuff to get it going, maybe working with them to get it going or something, but I was told we could get some support and guidance, so that's about as far as I got on that. That being said,
I got a question on that. Is that when, I remember when Howard spoke, and I think it is, but are we at the point now where we would approach private investors?
We're getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in order to attract those private investors, we need to have a good handle on this plan.
Right.
But that is definitely something that would be under my purview, and I would be more than happy to second.
Okay.
And also, just to Linda's point about the revolving renovation loans funds,
Yes.
that's another thing. Linda and I were talking before the meeting about the seasonal cottages TIF and ways that money can be spent. One, to me, a very important way to do it will be to share an economic development director, possibly Matt in Kennebunk, possibly somebody that we do on a contracted basis. But also, another thing that I think is a very big need for is that revolving loan fund.
Right.
And I can work with the Department of Economic and Community Development to be able to
Right.
get those funds for the town. We can self-fund some, they will match a portion of that as well.
Right.
And then we can start utilizing that for businesses that are having issues.
Right. They said that these revolving loans don't replace existing banks or other lending institutions. These loans are designed to fill in lending gaps.
Yes.
The mission is for private lending institutions to make part of the mission of the Kennebunk revolving loan fund will be to retain businesses or start up new ones to help meet goals in the town. So it's not actual business loans, it's the gap, bless you, it's the gap stuff that, so I did notice though when which brings me to another point, when I got on their website and their,
Who are they?
Kennebunk's Economic
sorry.
Development Committee, they have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 members.
Wow.
Right. Right now, there's 2 vacant So they want 11, and then they want 2 alternates, that's 13. The 5 of us are trucking along. No. So,
I discussed that under new business.
oh, you want me to hold up?
No, go right, you keep going.
Oh, okay, so, and then I'm looking like Denise Paulette from the chamber, she's a officio. I mean, I would not hesitate to ask her to be a member or to I don't know what, am I saying that right?
Absolutely you are.
Because, and I think she'd bring a great deal of knowledge, and I know that Rundle being a part of the chamber, she would be more than willing to help. So I would like to ask her to do that. The other ones that they have is like Kennebunk Water District, Kennebunk, I don't even know what these all stand for, blah, 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 blah. But they also have a selectman liaison, and I think we do too.
We do. I haven't seen it.
Which brings me to another point. Maybe we need to at least once a
Remind-
month.
Certainly, I will talk to Jason, and if
okay.
he doesn't have the time to do it.
And even though he's a member, he's considered also our comp plan liaison? Would he?
John would be John doesn't mind, I mean, he's.
Well,
sits in
that's basically,
meetings.
he's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? He's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
I really would like to make a push for a planning board liaison. I mean, we really,
I can
we
think of
need
one
to
that I
get-
would like to speak to, so.
okay. And then, a push just for more involvement. When I looked at their last agenda to see, what was interesting about it is, they had all this interesting stuff on the agenda, and then Market and Research Committee report, so they have a separate Market and Research Committee. Business Outreach Committee report, they have a separate, they have a subcommittee. Future Focus Committee. And in other words, they got
They're
some
where
help.
we want to be.
Huh?
They're where we want to be.
Yep.
They're where we want to be. So, we got to reach out to the town and try to get some more involvement. I'm posting things on Facebook, not getting really any response. An idea, I don't know what you guys think, but having some sort of social event, and you're good at planning social events. But I'm thinking inviting some people, getting the word out there, and then get people in and talking about it, and see if we can't get some volunteers or people on subcommittees or something.
We can do it at the trolley museum. We can have a social event at the trolley museum.
Yeah, we certainly could do that.
I'd like
Do you
to see
think-
us do a program where we're actually
What's the
getting some money.
ED budget for the year?
Huh?
What's our committee's budget for the year?
We can
$1,000.
yeah, we're not going to
Oh,
spend
for everything?
$1,000
For everything?
for everything. No, I mean, I think we can get some.
Why can't we do
local-
something like what we're going to do for the Board of Education?
Yeah.
I mean, I think, I
That was
know
part-
I'm
was
jumping
perfect.
ahead, but I know we have to lay groundwork here, but I need to be put on something on it.
What are you doing for the Board of
I'm
Education?
not gonna say anything.
That sounds like fun.
I mean, I voiced this to Todd. I was very disappointed with myself that I kind of got involved with all of this very important underlying stuff. But, the first mug run was happening in the state of Maine and Westbrook. That's part of the reason I came on board. It's drawing 200,000 applicants into the Westbrook area. So I'm going to take a push. I've taken advantage of talking to all the business people lately. And whether either the EDC or through Jen and a group of business people doing it, we're going to raise some money and it can go to the EDC. Because I think that's the only way I feel that, we have a lot of small business people and they work very hard. They can't be here all the time.
No.
And, I mean, if we can get more contacts helping us, hey, can you do this? I mean, I've gotten more support from Jen. I can't be at a meeting, but I can give you this. What do you need? And we can really
Well,
pull
that's just it.
something
That's why I'm
together.
thinking if we can just get some people together in a room, talk to them, get them excited about what we're trying to do, get them involved. I'm thinking maybe a start, and then we can do.
No, I'm all for the project.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, like.
No, but I
No,
think that's how you
volunteers.
get them involved.
I just want volunteer, I mean,
Right.
I'm not.
But I mean,
not
I think personally, from all the people that I've talked to, is they don't have the time to meet and group an idea. They'll help you on the idea, and I think that would get the involvement in and say, hey, what do you say if we do something like this? You know what I mean? Just give them something to bite on and not have to think of the wheel. Just ask for their help.
How do we get 2 or 3 more members, and how do we get the subcommittees?
Well, maybe as the EDC, a way to start to get those additional members is to do a networking night for Arundel business people and have people attend and just make it, you know, you're here to meet other businesses. We're not trying to pressure you into anything. We're not trying to get things on the agenda done. Right now, what the EDC is trying to do is to help the businesses in town. And then from that point, if we can get some additional members, then we could do kind of like the Chamber does business after hours, but we could do like a grand opening night for businesses, like Kate's Butter, if they were interested in doing it, and have businesses and residents come out and see what's going on in the community, what kind of businesses we have here, and that might spark some interest in a different way.
I mean, it's just as simple, like, get to know who is doing business in Arundel. I
Exactly.
mean, a lot of people don't think that I'm even in Arundel. You know what I mean? So that they're
Oh, your
alone.
Facebook's makes
Isn't that
Kenny
little-
report.
I
Just
take
kidding.
access to the whole town. So you know
Isn't
what I
that
mean?
little corner? I'm not even having that conversation.
Well, I'm just
Ever
saying.
again.
I'm just saying that, you know what I mean, that you'd be like, oh,
Ever.
I mean, I still haven't made it up to the lady that's doing the consignment shop up here. You know what I mean? But, so I couldn't tell you if she walked in the store and I didn't know her face. So I just think it's important to know who our business people are.
I mean, we could even get, I don't know what time, it's horrible to say, I don't know what time businesses in Arundel are open till, you know? So even if we did sort of like they do downtown Kennebunk, this is probably thinking long range, but get the businesses to host something on their own at night so that, you know, one night a month or something, everybody knows the Arundel businesses are open. The EDC can promote that, the EDC can try to talk it up and
I
advertise
think
it
they're
as
too
best as
far away
possible.
from each other.
That's
Yeah.
the problem, is people have to drive around.
Yeah, and I don't think they will.
Yeah.
But if it's a possibility to come and network and be like, this is what I do, you know, where I'm not signing up for a committee, I don't set me up for another nightly meeting.
But-
I think that's the intimidation factor. Whereas I'd be like, hey, listen, I really want to do this thing over here. Is there any way that you can volunteer for an hour? Gigi, I'd love to, but I've got 4 things going on. What do you need? Cups? Do you need people? Do you need 5? You know what I mean? I just think there's, and that's just my idea. I mean,
What are you doing for the Board of Education? You said,
The Education Foundation of the Kennebunk, this is Kennebunk, Port Arundel. We're having an event called Unwind. And it's a wine raffle, basically, where they're going to get local businesses and people in the community to donate a bottle of wine, $15 or greater. And then basically, they're gonna
Raffle.
yeah, you pick a cork or you pick a number somehow, and that's your bottle. And then you could end up with a $15 bottle. You buy a ticket for $15 or $20. Can't remember. I sent you the thing. I can't remember what it was. You buy a ticket for $20, and you at least are guaranteed a $20 bottle of wine. It could be a $150 bottle of wine.
Is it unwind?
Unwind.
No.
Right,
Clever.
W-I-N-E-D.
Unwind.
Unwind. And basically, we're hosting it here. And
When?
October 16th from 5:30 to 7:30. And basically, we're getting local restaurants to, we're going to have like, huh? What'd you say?
Local restaurants.
Free advertising.
Food away.
That's what she said.
To give food away. Yeah, basically, they're gonna have like, we're gonna have like 8 or 9 restaurants, and they're gonna have tables, and they display their goods, whatever, and they make, and then they hand out either an hors d'oeuvre, a dessert, or whatever you choose. I'm gonna go print out the
dessert, soup and chowder, cold out, hot out.
And so far, we have Winks, that's gonna have a table. We have Bentley, that's going to have a table. We have Allison's Restaurant, that's going to have a table. I contacted the Kennebunk Port Resort Collection. I
If
don't
the
know.
locals having a table. Mary Lee said she was.
Marilee's in?
Yeah.
So, well, I know that, and about the Kennebunk Port, I talked to Beth Gary, and she said one of the restaurants will do something.
I mentioned it to Mike Marceau, so I mean, it just starts, and he's like, what do you want? What do you want? I'm like, I want some shrimp cocktails. And he doesn't have time, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
Lots of it.
So you're gonna put it at your table?
Huh? I told him I would, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
He can put up his little sign. I mean, those are the sort of things I can help out with.
Yeah. So, basically that's it. They're gonna charge per ticket. We're expecting hopefully 200 people. I can't remember what the ticket prices were that they've decided. Didn't say on there.
No.
There's gonna be ticket, there's gonna be, we're hoping to have live music. They're gonna have a quartet or something from the Kennebunk High School. There's a couple of musicians that they're gonna get to play. And,
Well, I think they were at the historical study thing with those kids. What were they called? They were good though. Anyway.
anyway, So-
Mousum River.
no, they're just gonna have a string, something.
No, very nice.
And what else can I tell you? Basically, if it's done right, it's all profit, because we're gonna rent. We told that everybody that we'll have tables for them to set up on, so we'll be renting tables. And wine tasting, which they're still working on. They have to get a hold of the one wine place that was supposed to do. They're gonna have wine tasting. It wasn't able to do it, so they're hoping to. That sort of is one of the sticklers that we haven't got figured out yet. Well, they were counting on Nappy Distributors to do the wine tasting, and the person was helping. Oh, Nappy will do it. Nappy will do it. And apparently, Nappy says, "Yeah, we're done for the year. We've already." So they have to find another distributor, which I know nothing about. So
National.
Yeah.
I'll let them handle it.
They'll have no problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So we're gonna have wine tasting, get a bottle of wine, and free food. What could you want?
What day of the week is that?
So Wednesday, October 16th. Is it a Wednesday?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to find.
October 16th?
If I can find my calendar again. There it is.
It's Thursday.
Yes.
Do you have the piece of paper?
Yeah, but it doesn't say the price.
Does it say the date though?
Yeah, October 16th.
Or so
And
it's a
who's
Thursday?
doing, who's doing
From 5:30 to 7:30.
it? Is it a change?
No, the Education Foundation.
Oh, right, yep.
And it's at what time?
5:30 to 7:30. Unwind. And
Next year.
next, they already got ideas for next year. They're thinking if they do the beer one, it's gonna be Untapped.
And it's here though. It's here.
Yes.
It's here.
It's going to be a wine hall, a toast to the teachers, and a raffle.
Beautiful. Other items that we'd like, I'm not the chair. I'm just sit here.
Well, can I mention a few more date things
Yeah.
if you're not going to?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to mention that one, so you.
September 6th,
No.
the Arundel Rec Department is doing a
Oh.
5K.
Sorry. We're
Our
sponsored
first
by
ever-
Weir's Motors, sponsored by Arundel Machine Tools, sponsored by Bentley's Saloon. It's a 5K. It will be on the Eastern Trail. It begins at 9:30 a.m. I think.
Don't know.
Goes to about noon, I believe, and there'll be a reception to follow at Bentley's. This is. to
There's a reception
try
at
to-
Bentley's?
Yes. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Absolutely. All the runners will. I believe Jen's working that out with Bentley, with Lisa right now at Bentley's to see how that's going to work out because the town can't have any association with the alcohol consumption, but apparently everybody that runs likes to drink beer after they run. So-
You know what? All the best road races always serve beer afterwards.
Yes.
I'm sorry, which is why we had a little trouble with we wanted to do one for the Historical Society and they didn't want us.
To drink.
And I'm like,
So there'll be registration will be at the ML Day, school parking will be at ML Day. There'll be bus transportation to and from the site. It's 5K for runners. It's a 1K for kids to walk if they'd like to do that. Patrick Schrader at Arundel Machine Tool has expressed interest that if we can get enough interest in this event, I don't know what we'd have to do this, but possibility of having police service on Route 1 and possibly next year have Weir's, Bentley's, and Arundel Machine Tool sponsor it again and run from Bentley's to Arundel Machine Tool. I believe Patrick said if you go around the cul-de-sac, that's almost exactly a 5K, and then he would host a barbecue with a reception to follow. So that's for next year, but this year, September 6th, I believe registration starts at 9:30 a.m. You can register online now.
If you register and save $5.
Okay, absolutely. I don't know how much of a turnout I don't know how much interest. I talked to her 2 weeks ago. She had 20-something people. She's on vacation this week, so I don't know what they're up to yet. But
Yeah. Well, I got a group of ladies that I've joined that we are in a run group, and I think we're all going to try to
very nice.
down these divas.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, and then the other thing everybody was here when no, you were here, September 10th.
September 10th, I'm already doing something that day.
Okay, it's the annual meeting for the Kennebunk Arundel Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, it's the annual dinner.
Annual dinner,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Is that what you're on the calendar?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing?
Yep.
Where is it this year?
It's at the
Autumn Ponds.
bottom, yeah.
And our own Todd Shea will be receiving an award at the meeting.
Ah, nice. What'd you win, bud?
President's Award.
The President's Award. What
And
is
I get to
that?
get up and speak about Todd to present the board.
I don't know if you present it. You can have
Oh, I already got the,
from whom?
oh, I'm connected.
No, because I already informed the person who's going to do the presenting. So you'll have to talk to her.
We'll have to be a dynamic duo.
Yes, absolutely.
Just like the Academy Award.
Yeah, so I was just going to say,
I don't know, I was thinking more like, the.
And the winner goes to.
I was just going to say, it's not a roast.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh, but it is.
Hey, John, you want to present the award to me, please, sir? I'll pay for you to come.
Okay.
What time at Bottom
I'll
Farm?
even throw an extra thing ticket in for you.
Who's doing the food?
They're doing a light dinner
It's
this year. It's not just heavy hors d'oeuvres.
kitchen
Okay.
checks, I think. I got a ticket. Okay. At Bob's, because he had to go.
Who was that last year? All right, so those are the dates.
I think that's all I got. You got anything else on the calendars?
Oh, I got a lot of stuff on my calendar, but nobody wants to know about that.
So, John, you can feel free to come to my office and get in the weeds anytime you'd like. We can hammer out some of the dirty work that it shouldn't be just laid on people like possibly it has been.
What's up?
Just the dirty work and
Oh.
the plan that we're working on. I'm at town hall, so if everybody else is crazy busy, but hey, John, if you got some spare time and you're sick of picking up sticks and mowing your lawn, stop by. And like I said, I'm going to start working in earnest on, that's not me, getting this done, or getting a good part of it taken care of, so.
Well, we sort of left it hanging because I switched over to the date thing. How are we going to get volunteers?
Oh, I'm going to start personally soliciting people. If any of you know people that you think may be interested in being on the group, I've sent email alerts. We've discussed it in the newsletter.
The lady that has the boat.
What?
What's her name? Bull Moose Boat. Right, Linda? What's the name of it?
Woody's place?
Yeah,
I know,
I'm on Governor. Her name's Jane.
Okay.
um,
With a boat in the yard, you mean, or she has a boat that she
She
runs?
has the boat shop, the boatyard, where they work on boats.
Oh, okay, yes.
You know what it's called? The boatyard.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about Jane? She's interested?
Yes.
All right, good. Do you know her number?
Have that
Okay. I'll email you.
Just a suggestion
Mhm.
that if you, the youngest people you can find who are ambitious and trying to kind of find their way, they won't have a lot of experience, they might be clumsy, they might make mistakes or whatever, but they're also quite likely to be the most willing. And then you're kind of growing apart.
I certainly can do that. Great suggestion. Youngest person I can find, right? What?
That was the youngest?
That's the youngest one I can find. Yeah.
I'm only 44.
Tried to get one, but she
You're a
wouldn't
heck
do
of
the
a lot
budget
younger
board.
than I am, but.
You what?
She would only join the budget board, she wouldn't join.
Speaking of which, now Donna Budarazzi went back to work for the York County Co-Star.
Oh, I saw something in the paper about that. yeah.
Right, and she's writing about Arundel businesses and stuff like that. Now, there's no
Why did
reason
you
why we
work there?
can't coordinate with her and she can give us that stuff to put on our Business of the Month page. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah.
we had talked about, I bet she would be willing to do that.
She probably would.
So,
Teresa. They were talking about.
Teresa, the ice cream shop. I will start personally. I've got to just change the conversation and, let them know we're looking for some bright ideas and some enthusiasm and some.
I'm telling you, if we did
Fresh blood.
something fun.
Yep.
Well, that time she called me at Linda's event a few months ago, she wanted to come and she was gonna have ideas for us and she was absolutely definite about it. And then,
She didn't show up.
that's it.
Kind of hard when you've got tiny, very young
Right.
children.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we might be coming into a good time of year to hit her up.
Exactly. Yep. Summertime is kind of crazy for her, so I'll
Well,
reach
once
out to her
again-
again.
Are we, at this point where we can have,
If we had more members, we'd be
Paperwork.
at the point where we could do the fun stuff and not have to do
yeah.
the plan stuff.
Oh, Arundel Heritage Day,
Yes. Oh, yes. September 20th.
September 20th.
What is that?
Arundel Heritage Day.
On the corner of Limerick Road and 111. Last year they held an event to showcase local businesses. There were some not local businesses, but
What are the hours on
On the Heritage Day, I am not sure.
it? Is it like 10 to 3 or
I
something?
think it's 9 to 4.
I don't think they're starting as early this
Oh, no?
year. Oh, my mother wants to know if we can do
Yeah. I'm putting it in.
It's
I know
not,
that
there's no
one.
charge.
It's the 20th?
No, to participate, I don't think so. I don't, right, you were there last year.
Yeah,
You
they
had
had bus
your-
there.
Right. I
What
don't
time does
know
it
if I
start?
can find
9?
anybody to be on
9
here.
a.m.
And then we need
Coincides
another
with,
time.
I honestly don't know. I'm not too involved this year because I'm gonna be gone.
Hunting.
Hmm?
Hunting.
No, actually, I'm going to a bar mitzvah, then I'm going hunting. I know,
Interesting.
interesting, nice combo, all in the same week.
Nice. Congratulations.
You have what?
Hmm?
Sam Jones. Yeah,
Was Sam gonna get back to you with his contribution to this little mess?
Yes, as soon as he was able to do that, contribution to this little mess. Yes, he was. He said it probably, his surgery was last Wednesday. He said he'll be in New York for 2 weeks. So what I've done is forwarded him the EDC, economic development plans I found, but he was going to get that to me as soon as he had a chance to clear his head and get it taken care of. So he wasn't sure how quickly he'd be able to start attending meetings again, but he was going to work on his portion while he was out. So I can email him, ask him how he's doing. We just had a quick email exchange today, but I'll give him a more in-depth, see how he's feeling and see what it is he'd like to do. Okay.
So how do we go about once we have compiled our individual pieces to actually getting the actual plan?
We will go through, like I said, I want to provide you with some examples. We'll gather all the information that we have and begin putting it in a format. I believe there's an outline somewhere.
What was this?
That kinda looks like it.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
this here.
And we'll just, staff will compile all that information and add and delete as needed. And
So at this point, do we just want to take the stuff that we've
if you take this stuff,
done individually and just read them and make comments back and forth to each other on them, or?
Yeah,
I think that's the best thing to do is look at whatever, but
I
each,
mean, there's no point in sitting here and having us read through all this while we sit here.
I don't believe so.
But I would definitely like feedback, additions, subtractions to my list.
Yep, I'll be more than happy to do that.
Everybody has time. I mean, this is very basic
Yep.
outline, so.
Absolutely, we can flesh it out as we go. It's the thoughts that count. So I'd have Ira's.
You have some of Ted's, you have John's, yeah, the book.
I did. Kudos to you, John.
oh, thank you.
Ira.
Sorry,
No, Linda, you get.
I had some
you give
good
us plenty of
thinking.
information,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Getting stuff on paper is
How do you
always
hand it
been-
into the computer? That's fine.
never happens.
So, yeah, review what we have, critique, make recommendations, and we'll try to move forward as expeditiously as possible to come up with a professional document that we can be proud of.
Do you want an extra copy of this since?
Sure.
Ted
Thank you.
or whoever is working on it. All right.
I think if we had some kind of, not necessarily a polished, finished plan, but if we had at least a first draft of this thing, I think it could be valuable in trying to recruit new members, because at least if we got to talking to anybody, we'd say, look, this is the overall outline of what we want to do. Would you take a copy with you, have a look at it, and if there's any way you can help us out with anything, get back to
Well,
us.
I think that's a great idea. What I'd suggest, though, rather than seeming to be kind of desperate for members, is to have the document, have some sort of
I'll see if I can get
a
on.
presentation, and make it seem like only the chosen few. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I
you
know what you
apply
mean.
like we all
Limited
apply.
spots
but-
available,
Yeah.
apply now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that it seems like
I'll try to see if I can get you
it's
in.
Yeah.
prestigious.
Yep.
And you're very, very lucky if you're chosen.
We're not-
I'm not kidding.
No, we're not pleading with them.
I'm not
You
kidding.
really want to be on this committee, I'm telling you. But no, I agree with you 100%. If you go to
Nobody
Yeah.
wants you when you're down and out.
Yeah.
Having been down and out, I know this.
So yes, the emails are no longer going to be Town of Arundel is in need of members. It's going to be join the fun, enjoy, to help them.
We are
You
now
could-
accepting applications for the sought after
Do you
positions
have what it
that
takes?
Arundel
Yes.
has
Do you
to
have
offer.
what
Do
it
you have
takes
what
to
it
be a
takes?
member of the EDC?
Yep.
To
Yeah,
drive
that's
this
good.
community
Prove
in
your
the
mettle.
direction it
Yeah.
needs
Challenge
to
you.
go.
To
I like
the
that
Arundel
idea.
Improvement
We're
Challenge.
looking for a few good people.
Yep.
Perfect.
Money ain't
I had a look at your Facebook page about a week ago for the first time in a long time. I was
Well,
very impressed.
You were impressed?
Yeah.
How come?
I thought you'd done a hell of a job with it. Well, it's just the
Throw it up there,
the
Linda.
way it was laid out and the amount of content on there, it was super.
I was just impressed that it's not a.
Facebook? Is that
Yeah,
what
the
you're talking
Facebook page, yeah.
I was just impressed it's not a blocked site, so I can actually see it because I'm not a Facebook frequenter.
about? Right.
Yeah, so.
You don't have to be on Facebook.
You don't have to be on
go
Facebook
it.
to actually be able to look at it.
Oh.
You
Oh,
have
my
to-
mouse.
Oh.
Acting
You have to
funny.
be.
Right.
But that's usually if it's personal.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Mine's
Also,
wide
business
open.
Is it?
Facebook, you can generally go on even if you're not.
On this
Oh,
whole
well,
thing,
yours
having
is a business. It should
Facebook
be wide
unless you
open.
make it.
All are welcome.
Hopefully,
You're right.
I don't know how it works at all, so I mean to be stupid, but.
But I mean, as a
What,
business,
Facebook?
you're gonna use it to market your business.
Yeah.
Right, so it would.
Definitely, so it does make sense.
As opposed to telling your friends, where you're going on vacation and things that individuals would do.
This is
Come
what
on,
I
we
need.
gotta,
I'm
we
leaving
gotta,
my
we gotta
house
post
for
the
2 weeks.
pictures of the drinks.
Everybody come rob me.
Guess where I am? It's got a flower in it. Must be.
Well, the featured drink in the York County Coast Star this week was the ball busters from Bentley's.
Oh, really? Nice.
Oh, my son was on World of Warcraft, excuse me. Let me get out
You
of
left
there.
it there? Jeez. Never played that.
How do I get out?
Hey,
Quit. Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
That's awesome.
Alan Cassidy, what's he up to? The only car in the parking lot.
I gotta say that I didn't have to wait at the deli.
No, absolutely not.
So you've been going? You could cross the picket line?
I went Sunday
Good dear.
because I needed cold cuts.
Well, we have 123 likes.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
I've been taping my Hannaford receipt to the window at Market Basket.
Yeah, see, not too many views. Well, we can talk about that one. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Not too many what? Reviews.
Talk about what one?
Oh.
Views. We should probably discuss that. What happened last night?
Oh, what have you been up to?
That.
Oh, did you post that?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Well,
It's in the media.
it's in the media. Why hide it? And then I posted the thing that
Does that say ousted?
Ouster.
Ouster?
Everybody uses that word now that they got rid
Ouster?
of Arthur T. DeLulis and his ouster.
Yes, the Arundel Cooks. Did you see that article in the Village paper about the Arundel Cooks?
No.
Who was featured? Dolly Petrin. Can't remember. There was a couple of other bakers in Arundel that were featured in the Village. It's a
Really?
nice article.
Why the
See,
hell
Faith-
did they call me?
Right?
I don't
Faith
know.
didn't come see me.
I think they didn't. You bake for a living. I think they just.
Oh, these are people.
These are just.
Not
That
machines.
makes sense.
They're machines, not people. I mean,
Yeah.
people, not machines.
I'm in industry.
Oh, wow.
Dolly Petrin.
People are walls.
Who's the other one?
Saturday Night Live.
I can't even. Denise Stevens
That was a funny.
and Cloutier. What's her name?
Carol.
Carol Cloutier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was just.
Really?
See, that's why I put all these articles on there, hoping that people will
Wow.
look to the page for information. It's not.
I
working.
I haven't seen Faith, so. No, you said that was the Village, but wasn't that? What's Keep Me Current? Isn't that the Courier?
But they're part of the same family.
Oh, they are. Okay. Beautiful.
I believe they are.
I try to post when there's public hearings and meetings.
It looks very nice on Fresh Con.
Farm Fresh Corn, Little Flums.
Wicked
Arundel must vote again on the TIF.
Yes.
Join us for the Bentley's After Hours. I'm trying.
That stuff's wicked old guy.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's, oops.
What'd you just do?
I just lost, where was I?
There you go.
They run the Barn Playhouse.
Maybe pictures of the speakeasy should be.
I don't know if I have any.
That was a
The
very.
the article about the Dutch
That
Elm
was a
Golf
nice.
Course.
Did you get the article about Frinkle Pond Farms?
Did I miss it?
Yeah, Poland Press did a really nice article on Noah and. How come I can never
The
remember?
clerk's office is closed on Monday.
Isn't it?
Is it
Corn
what?
stuff. Making ice cream.
Flora. I think.
Arundel's Christmas discussions are underway. I thought that was kind of
Houston and Company?
Houston and Company, TIF District, social media, chamber, Mark
Mark
Welch,
Welch was president. Nice
another.
plug.
So anyway, chamber. It's not there. Oh, Seashore Drive was doing speakeasy.
Very nice. Who was the Beatle? I'm sorry. Yeah, I touched ADD. Back up.
What beat him?
When they were on the barn.
The
Oh, the
Beatle.
Arundel Barn Playhouse.
Oh, that was at the Playhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And basically what I've tried to do is like the Arundel businesses, which I can't like yours.
I haven't done that yet.
I know, but I'm just saying I can't like it. for that reason. But
Right.
if they post something,
Because when I started my page, it was before businesses. The kids
so
started it when it was brand spanking new.
so, yeah. So I
I
could
just
just
have to convert it to.
flip
a
down
business
here when I
page.
see the Arundel businesses, then I can share, share whatever.
Very nice.
And then you can,
Oh, yeah, the
yes. the
ice bucket challenge.
Bucket challenge. And then, where's my, oh, insights. This is where you see who's seeing and what. Not much has been going on, but you see how many people like it.
Wait a minute, I thought you just said 123, now there's 124.
Ooh.
Well, the page will be, how many people like that page?
But it
Right,
tells you
right.
Oh.
like out of all the things like that article that about the Arundel Bakers, 41 people it reached, 8 were engaged, one was one click or like or comment. I mean, it's not much.
It's a start.
It's a start, but let me just show you, like, if we can get something on there that's exciting and get enough likes,
This video should do it.
what video?
The one we're recording right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna show you one that just
Wow.
went, okay.
Holy cow.
I posted this thing stating that I've already done the ALS challenge and that my brother-in-law died of ALS, and I challenge everybody to like my page. I'll give $1 a like, I mean not to the page, but $1 a like for the post,
Yep.
and $5 for every share through the month of August up to $500. I hit the $500 within 8 hours.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it reached 6,000 people.
Wow.
Oh my God,
Yeah, it was awesome.
that's incredible.
Not Bob's brother.
Yeah, yeah. His brother, brother. What was really, really cool, I mean, this is getting a little, but what was really cool about it is like people that I didn't even know, knew him that went to school, saw it, and they were talking about it. It was really,
Wow.
didn't I go to school with him? And it was really cool. Went to school with Bill. He was, you know what I mean? It was kind of neat.
Honey Valley here.
Do you know?
I know.
Do you know
I used to live in Hollowell when I would work there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We used to talk about Alex Pizza all the time.
So if you can post something that can really engage people, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
And there's got to be something that we can come up with to get people in the town of Arundel to get on the page.
Flash mob.
Flash mob?
That'd be fun.
Well,
gotta be something.
one thing you might consider, Linda, if there was any of this stuff that we could use on the homepage of the Arundel website with a link to your website. I've always been a little reluctant to do that because if you start mentioning specific businesses, you've got problems. But I'm not familiar enough with yours to know if there's anything which would be kind of neutral
Yeah.
that we could put on, because typically the Arundel website gets like 1,250 to 1,500 pages a day read.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not
I
bad.
mean, that's not,
And that usually about 10% of that, 10 to 15% is unique IP addresses, which means if you're getting 1,000 pages read, you've got 100 people, 100 different people
Yeah.
per day
Yeah.
looking at it. But if you could come up with something interesting off yours, that wouldn't offend too many people,
Right.
and then link it to the Facebook page.
well, basically what you can do is on the page itself, there's something that's called a Facebook widget. Where the
Oh,
heck
right
is
there.
it?
Right there, Linda. Bottom left. Keep going.
Huh?
Keep going down. Down at the bottom of it.
No, there's that, but I have a widget. Oh, all right, never mind, I see why, wait, I had to change, back to Linda, I don't know why it's not, that's really weird. So anyway, if you go to, come on. Okay,
Oh, right there.
right here, and it basically shows the activity that's going on my page, and you can like it right from here. To have that put on our Facebook page is really easy.
Is it?
You go to www.facebook.com/widgets, and then you can add that widget to your Facebook page. And then that way, it's right there, and if they say, oh, look, Runner's got a Facebook page.
Yep.
And that's how you get some, so. So, yeah, if you want to link it, that's easy enough to do, if you feel comfortable enough with it. It's, I mean, no one's ever posted anything that I had to be concerned about, you know,
Yeah.
there's never been,
Yeah.
I mean, it's, but there's not, as you can see, there's not a lot.
No, my main concern, I haven't got a problem linking to your page. My concern is what gets put on
Other
the
people's.
town's homepage.
Right. Like
Because-
promoting certain businesses or.
Now-
Yeah.
Because if we like put a splash for Weirs on there and then link to it, God knows,
Rundle Ford, your brother.
could be, you know, up and on, unless you had some kind of a deal where we presently, part of that stuff I gave you was a
Yep.
business inventory.
Yep.
And we have a list in there of Arundel businesses. If we made it a point to not go down the list alphabetically, but if everybody got a week or a few days.
Yeah, well, I try to find, like I said, I tried to find Arundel businesses, and I, as the Arundel Economic Development Committee, have liked their page. So if something comes up, I should see it, but,
Yeah.
So you liked every Arundel business you could find that had a Facebook page?
did I like everyone? I tried to, let me see.
That's what I mean, everyone you could find,
Right, let me,
liked by this page?
like, so on the market, Custom Collision, Bodwell, Gorecki, Du Bois, Kimball Farms, Innovation Maine, ML Day Imagination, Dewston, Arundel Antiques, LaFlum's Lobster, Man Memorial, and Wilkinson, Seashore Trolley Museum. Well, Seashore Trolley Museum is Speakeasy. That's an event. Triple Pod Farm,
Okay,
Duffy's.
but now perhaps if we were to explore this a little further, maybe the way to go would be if we could put an event on the homepage. That way you're not getting into the thing where we're advertising Weirs and we're not advertising Arundel Ford.
Absolutely.
But if we could put a bit of a splash on there for an event with a link to Linda's Facebook page, you know, that might generate a little.
Yeah, I just don't know how to do that. I mean, I know you can put the widget on there.
What does the widget do
What does
exactly?
the widget do? I don't know. I've never actually done it myself, but I went to that social media thing.
Well, let me put it this way. If you've got something on Facebook that has a, let's take a typical event, like Sally's event. If it's possible to like download a couple of pictures of the event from Facebook, and then we could upload those pictures onto the Arundel homepage,
Yep.
and have some kind of a thing like this week's,
Yep.
you know, and then we could put a couple of pictures of the event, and then underneath it, a link to the Facebook page. I think it might generate quite a bit of traffic for you, because we do have, you know, quite a bit of traffic coming through the Arundel website.
Right.
And I think it might also help get some of the local, if we could do it with the businesses and run a business a week, I think that might also generate some interest.
Does the town have a Facebook page?
We do not.
Some of the towns do, don't they?
Some of them do, yes.
Honestly, I think I think we only need the one. I don't think the town needs to have anything separate, honestly.
Can anybody post to the EDC? Or
I
only the
would,
administrator?
I would like to make you all administrators.
But anybody who,
They can post, yeah, they can, post on any of these things that I posted on. If they wanna put something up there, then I think I have to go in and share it. Like, if they want to add a picture, I think I need to go in and share the picture afterwards, if they upload it to it. You know what I mean? Like, people do that, like, they'll put, like, on my site, they'll, like, add, like, make a comment that's not on a specific post, or they'll, add a picture, but I have to go in and share it after. You know what I mean? It's for everybody to see it. It just doesn't show up there automatically.
Mhm.
Maybe that's the way I have it set up, I don't know, but it seems to work.
Well, whatever you're doing seems to be working, because you've got a lot of good stuff on there.
Yeah.
See, Laura Dolce posted a couple of things, that's what that is. She put things on our website,
Yes.
and then I had to go and share them. Now I gotta try to figure out where's my,
I think the other thing that might liven up the homepage on the website a little bit would be if we could vary the picture of the welcome to Arundel sign
Okay.
every few days.
Sure.
I don't know what we'd use.
Like
to,
further away, and then really close. An aerial photograph.
Because it really,
Yeah.
if even that picture changed, if anybody went to the Arundel website, they might at least say, oh, it's a little different. I'll actually read what's on there or look what's on there.
Take
you
a
know?
picture
See,
every
you know,
morning on my
you-
wheel, a different spot, and throw it on the, no, that's
Yeah.
not a bad idea, John. Because that picture's been there.
See, Jen.
Yeah,
Jen's
it's not
an
like it's a
admin, but
great
she's
picture
never-
either, you know?
She's never done anything, but she's an admin, she can, I can add anybody who's got a Facebook page as an admin on there.
Oh, you have to have a page?
You have to have a page to be,
I think I posted stuff way back then.
you do.
Yeah, I could vary that picture, no problem, John. And that's, the way our website's set up, there's a lot of stuff that's buried in a lot of places, and I end up using the splash page usually because
Yeah,
that's where people are going to first
They're gonna
catch,
go.
it's going to catch their attention. So if there's
yeah.
something coming up, I'll, something, town hall's closed, or some special meeting, or.
Oh, yeah, and I think it works fine.
And I
for
use
that
the page for
kind
that,
of-
and then
yeah.
hopefully people are, I'll send, typically when I send the bulk emails for the agendas, I send them to the calendar page. Maybe what I should do is send them to the actual page of the group that's meeting, so that they can see other agendas that are there. Like with the Board of Selectmen, when I send out an email blast, I put a link to the calendar for the agenda.
I'd keep that on the calendar, I really would.
Yeah. Again, it's easier that way, in my opinion, because then they get into, trying to find it, and
Yeah, yeah.
so
Yeah.
then the calendar gives them, gives them an idea of what else is going on.
Exactly,
So, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's true. Wunderbar. I like that picture, Linda.
Which one?
The flowers. Did you take that?
My son took off with my camera, all those pictures are taken at the farm, at my father's farm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a very nice picture.
So,
Oh, I have some nice pictures of your time. On my mind.
yeah.
Cool.
I'll send them over.
Are we,
I'm just cleaning up my files.
One of the problems that just occurred to me, Todd, if you start putting different pictures in, an awful lot of pictures are different sizes. You can go through hell when you replace that picture with all the text needs.
Everything.
And I don't think you want to mess with
Formatting
it.
starts jumping around.
Yeah, it can.
I wonder if we
That's
could
why
put-
I wonder if there are any other, this is opening up a whole new bag of worms, but I wonder if there are any other web hosting sites around that would give us a little more flexibility on doing stuff, because it really, GovOffice really is rigid about what you can do.
Absolutely.
And then, like I say, you've got things like you just want to change a picture, and suddenly where you've got the names of the selectmen and all that, that just turns into absolute garbage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree. I've done it before and smashed my head on the wall. Going, why did that just, that doesn't make any sense, but
Yeah.
it's HTML programmed. It's all very form-based. And like you said, once something moves, everything kind of, I mean, even something as simple as changing somebody's name,
Yeah.
where the name isn't the exact same amount of letters, you
Oh,
end
yeah.
up formatting issues, and yeah, it becomes a problem. Like,
So you can only have selectmen.
That photo contest we talked about, whatever happened to that idea? That was a fantastic idea.
I know,
Was
Sally
the
gave me
photo
information,
contest.
I just didn't do it.
Oh, I gave her the recipe for doing
Yeah,
it.
Oh, it's good, Cassie.
Yeah.
share the recipe with me.
yes, I can.
That would be a fun thing to do.
That would be a great thing to do, a photo contest.
Yeah.
Right?
That's how you come up with some pretty good portfolio to pull from
Yeah.
Hey, did
for the
you,
websites.
did the 5K get posted on the Kaywood Moms thing?
Talking about loans, that website is,
Oh, yeah.
that is one of the most used.
KVK Moms
Is it
is
really
the Facebook
dump
page.
everything on it?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Sometimes you see some of the dirt flying around too.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's not supposed to, but
I do.
some of the stuff Kirsten has read to me on there, I'm like, are you serious right now?
Oh, I know.
I'm like, somebody's got some serious
Wow.
ponies to post that. Yeah. Anyway, so before I make a motion to adjourn, I would just like to have everybody, like I said, just kind of read over the stuff we put in so far. If you can send comments along or write your comments out to bring for next time. Todd's gonna send out some emails with some of Tad's stuff and some links for us to check out. So, I mean, we can try to do some homework before the next meeting, then that'd be great.
Linda, what was it that you were talking about when I suddenly said I was going to talk about that during new business? Oh, I wonder if my daughter's in.
Well, while we're on new business, did we ever hear anything from Biddeford about that airport committee meeting?
Nothing at all. And I had a conversation with John Boubier just the other day, and he hasn't. At least he indicated to me there haven't been any meetings yet.
Haven't been in
Haven't
meetings?
been any meetings yet. So, that's another thing in new business is that I have reached out to Fletcher Kittredge and Phil Lindley, who's the executive director of the Three Ring Binder Project, as well as the town manager of Rockland, to see if that's something that, I know we have fairly high-speed internet here in this area, but it's nowhere near what it could be. So I'm trying to get the logistics together as to what it would cost, if it could be done, and if Fletcher and the Three Ring Binder are even interested in doing it. I know that they're more focused on rural areas, but there's a good gap between Portland and Massachusetts, which is the next one that they're working on, that we might possibly be able to work together. So I've reached out.
I thought it was already available here. The way the article read it was kind of confusing.
It's available pretty much to Portland, and then there hasn't really been any full extensions done down this area. I think there's a lot of dark fiber that runs through southern Maine, but there aren't many offshoots of it that have been activated. So like I said, I've reached out to Fletcher, haven't heard back from him yet. It's been about a week. I reached out again to him today. And Phil Lindley, who's the executive director, he was one of my counselors, city councilors when I was in Hollowell, to try to see if there's anything that, I know it would be nice for Arundel to do it on their own, but there's got to be interest in other communities, because I know my internet service where I live in Lyman is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. We have Fairpoint, and it's just constantly giving us trouble, and they're the only ones that offer it there. So,
Wow.
there are options out there that are much faster bandwidth, much higher bandwidth, and much faster download capabilities than what is currently offered in this area. So it might be something that we can try to at least have a conversation to see if it's something that would benefit our
it's on my
infrastructure.
list.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried calling GWI a couple of 3 years ago when I was in the middle of the annual battle with Time Warner over their $50 a month price increase. But they said they only served one, Arundel. They don't seem to get off the main road at all.
I have a a friend whose brother works for GWI, I did the same thing. I said, no, we don't go out that way, we don't,
Yeah.
They should. There should be a spur down 111 and all the way down Route 1. And this is an underserved area. I'm not sure if it's been Time Warner and their saturation of the market, but I think they've had a lot of happy customers around here.
Oh, I'll tell you, I think
Service.
there's enough people who absolutely hate Time Warner. If there were another service that ran by your front door,
Yeah.
I think there'd be a lot of people who bail out of Time Warner and get into the new service.
The only way that I've been able to get satisfactory service out of Time Warner is to go to the biggest package they have. And it's like, we've got our own concierge now. It's like, seriously.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a car payment.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous how much we pay per month.
That's why I have DirecTV, and then that's why I have, the only reason I had Fairpoint is because I had a mental moment with Time Warner about 6 years ago, and that was the end of that.
Lost your mind.
Threw the receiver down to the basement stairs, and that was it. Thank you. Went to DirecTV.
There you go.
Oh, there it
That's
is.
funny.
Found kitten.
I lost it.
We lost a kitten.
I had DirecTV up at the mountain house the other day.
I can't find that,
It wasn't working because we got hit by lightning.
that posted anywhere,
What?
that race, that road race. It's not on our website, it's not on the Town of Arundel website at all.
It should be on the Town of website. It's not?
No, sir.
All right, well, I'll have to do that because Jen is on vacation, but I'll get that on there. There's been
It's
email
next week.
blasts.
What are you looking for, Linda?
Not this weekend, next weekend, the 5K.
The 5K,
Oh,
so that I
I'll
can,
get that up there.
and I don't,
What day of the week does the York County,
Thursday.
CoStar?
yeah,
Yeah, Thursday. Oh, that was what's it? Oh, I know that.
All right.
Rock.
I'm gonna move to adjourn the meeting.
Okay.
I'll second that.
All right. I don't think we need to vote on it, do
You do?
we? We do? Okay. All in favor? No.
Ouch.